गौरांगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees to our weekly Bhakti Vaibhav class. Hope all the devotees are able to hear me and see the slides.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you. So, in the previous classes, we have been discussing from the previous two chapters, wherein the leaders of the 9 different varshas of Jambudvipa have been offering prayers to their respective worshipful lords. So, in the 17th chapter, we saw one of the 11 Rudras, whom we also called Lord Shiva, has been worshipping Lord Sankarshana, who is his source. Lord Sankarshana means Mahavishnu. We can say the source of Mahavishnu is Lord Sankarshana. So from Mahavishnu comes Sadashiva, from Sadashiva comes Lord Shiva. So in that way, the source. And then we saw in Bhadrashva Bhadrashrava, the son of Yamaraja, worshipping Lord Haishirsha or Hayagriva. Then in Harivarsha, Prahlad Maharaj worshipping Lord Narsingadev. In Ketumala Varsha, Mother Lakshmi worshipping Lord Pradyumna or Lord Kamadeva, her husband. And in Hiranmaya Varsha, Vaivashvata Manu, the current ruling Manu, is worshipping Lord Masya. In Hiranmaya Varsha, this is Ramyaka Varsha. And then Hiranmaya Varsha, Aryama is worshipping Lord Kurma. Then in Uttarakuru Varsha, Mother Bhudevi, Mother Earth, she is worshipping Lord Varaha, her husband and her savior. So these are the different prayers we have seen in the previous two chapters. And in today's chapter, from chapter 19, we see that how the residents of Kimpurusha Varsha, headed by Hanumanji and Sugriva and others, how they are worshipping Lord Ram. And the leader of Bharata Varsha residents, that is Narada Muni, how he is worshipping his Ishtadev, Lord Nara Narayana Rishis. So we'll see these prayers from these two Varshas today in the today's class. And this chapter also talks about the glories of Bharata Varsha that we have already discussed in the previous classes. So let us move on. So we'll be discussing the first 15 verses where the prayers offered by the residents of Kimpurusha Varsha and Bharata Varsha. So Sukadeva Goswami introduces the Kimpurusha Varsha. My dear King Parikshit, in Kimpurusha Varsha, the great devotee Hanuman, he is always engaged along with the inhabitants of that land in devotional service to Lord Ramachandra, the elder brother of Lakshmana and the dear husband of Mother Sita. So, how he is introducing Kimpurusha Varsha? Kimpurusha Varsha is inhabited by Hanumanji and his friends. The Hanumanji's friends are our Sugriva and all the Vanaras who assisted Lord Ram in his rescue mission of Mother Sita. So that was so when Lord Rama was going back, he invited Hanumanji and all other monkeys. Please come, let's go. Hanumanji said, "No, my dear Lord, I don't want to come." So in a way, I mean, we can say that Bhagavad the Kathakar says that, "My dear Lord, if I have to come, should I have to give up this body here? I have to leave behind this body here?" Ah, yes, you have to leave behind this body. This body belongs to this world. Then Hanumanji said, "No, I don't want to leave this body." Lord asked, "Why?" "Because you embraced me. This body has been touched by you and has become the supremely pure. How can I give it up? I want to stay here. So Lord asked, how long you want to stay here? As long as your glories are sung, your wonderful activities are glorified all around. I want to stay here. Lord Rama said, my glories will be sung till the end of the day of Brahma. Hanumanji said, oh, no problem. I'll stay till then. So Hanumanji, blessed by Lord Ram, will continue to stay here till the end of the day of Brahma, the current day of Brahma. Out of the 14 Manvantaras within a day of Brahma, as of now, 6 Manvantaras already completed. The 7th Manvantara almost off. Out of 35, 27 Chaturyugas are completed. So that means another 7.5 Manvantara periods are there. Till then, Hanumanji will continue to stay in this Kimpurusha Varsha along with all other Vanaras. They also wanted to stay with Hanumanji because Hanumanji is there. Because Hanumanji is staying, Sugriva is staying because Sugriva's best friend and well-wisher is Hanumanji. Since Sugriva is staying, all the Vanaras also staying. So they will continue to stay here. This is how we can see here. So like that. So what is the special of this place? Hanuman, along with Arishtasena, constantly hears with rapt attention the most auspicious glories of his master. Sung by Gandharvas, Hanuman himself chant the following mantras. So Hanumanji, along with Arishtasena, Sugriva, and many other Vanaras, they continue to hear the glories of Lord Rama sung by the Gandharvas, or sometimes they themselves sing the glories of Lord Rama. So now in the upcoming prayers, we see some prayers are chanted by Hanumanji, some prayers are chanted by Sugriva, some prayers are chanted by other Vanaras also, like that we can see. So all of them singing all these prayers, or one after the other singing these prayers. So like that. Hanumanji hear the glories of the Lord, his master. This indicates that he does not even hear the glories of the other forms of the Lord, unlike Narada and others. This is one point you see here. This indicates that Hanuman hears the glories of the Lord, his master. Hanuman, along with Arishtasena, constantly hears with rapt attention the most auspicious glories of his master. Parama Kalyanim Bhartur Bhagavat Katham Samupashrunoti. Matlab, he is always hearing the glories of Lord Ram. So he has no time to hear the glories of other deity, other personalities. So that is understanding. So that indicates that Hanumanji is always hearing the glories of Lord Rama alone. It is not that he does not want to hear others' glories, but he does not have time to hear others' glories. Because his hearing is so much occupied with the glories of Lord Ram, there is no time to hear about other forms of the Lord. But Narada and other devotees, they hear the glories of all the forms of the Lord. So like that. So in order to indicate the glories of Hanumanji, this point is made in such a way. So like that. So now the prayers will begin. So this is the Moola mantra. So whenever we go to Lord Rama's temple, we can chant this Moola mantra. This Moola mantra has been chanted by Hanumanji, indicating all the wonderful qualities of Lord Rama. So now let us see what is this. Om Namo Bhagavate Uttama Shlokaya Nama Arya Lakshana Sheela Vrittaya Nama Upalakshitatmana Upasita Lokaya Namaha Sadhuvada Nikashanaya Namo Brahmanya Devaya Mahapurushaya Maharajaya Namayiti. So this is the Moola mantra for Lord Rama. So a little difficult to pronounce properly in a meter, but we can memorize, we will be able to do in particular meter. So someone read the translation.
Let me please your lordship by chanting the Bija Mantra Omkara. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, who is the best among the most highly elevated personalities. Your lordship is the reservoir of all good qualities of Aryans. people who are advanced. Your character and behavior are always consistent, and you always control your senses and mind, acting just like an ordinary human being. You exhibit exemplary character to teach others how to behave. There is a touchstone that can be used to examine the quality of gold, but you are like a touchstone that can verify all good qualities. You are worshipped by Brahmanas, who are the foremost of all devotees. You, the Supreme Person, are the King of Kings, and therefore I offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
Yeah, thank you. So here it is said that Om Namo Bhagavate Uttama Shlokaya. I offer respects to the Supreme Lord, who is most praiseworthy. Uttama Shlokaya means he is glorified with choice poetry. And with the personification of the best markings, qualities, and vows. Nama Arya Lakshana Sheela Vrittaya is the personification of the best marking, Lakshana, and best qualities, Sheela, and best vows, Vartaya. Lord Rama is known for his vratas. Ekapatni vrata. Okay, one word, one arrow, and one wife. So, like that. I offer respect to the Lord who accepted teachings from others. Nama Upashikshita Atmana. If you see Lord Rama's whole Ramayana from the beginning to the end, he is continuously taking Shikshana from the great sages. So he is indicating by his personal example that we also should take Shiksha from all the great personalities continuously. And who is worshipped by all types of people. Upasita Lokaya. Everyone worships Lord Ram. I offer respect to the Lord who makes all good qualities the most excellent. Sadhu Vada Nikashanaya. We will elaborate on this particular point later on in the notes, but this is one interesting point. I offer respect to the Lord who makes all good qualities the most excellent. The good qualities become excellent by Lord's utilizing them or by Lord exhibiting them. So, like that. I offer respect to the Lord worshipped by the Brahmanas. Namo Brahmanya Devaya. The Lord respects Brahmanas and Brahmanas continue to respect Lord also. The Lord is worshipped by the Brahmanas continuously. Who is great personality, Mahapurushaya, the great king, Maharajaya. So these are the different attributes and wonderful qualities of Lord Rama, which Hanumanji is citing. I am not citing. So Sukadeva Goswami is simply repeating what Hanumanji cites. So it is like that. I offer respects to the Lord who has marks worthy of worship, such as flag and thunderbolt on his feet. So thing is that people say, Rama is a human being only. He is not Lord. No. These qualities, these are markings such as flag, thunderbolt, only Lord has. Who is Lord? And he has qualities like wisdom and vratas like being fixed in dharma. Arya Lakshana Sheela Vartaya. To the Lord who took teachings from Guru and Brahmanas. So the different attributes of the Lord who constantly takes Shiksha from the great sages continuously wherever he is. Even though he was in forest, he was taking Shiksha. He was in Gurukul taking Shiksha. Even he is in Raj Mahal, he was still taking Shiksha. If you read Ramayana, you will understand this. Continuously Shiksha is going on. So like that. Though he is Lord, you would always hear from great sages. Then what to speak of us? We are only human beings and we don't have any understanding of what is what. So we should take more Shiksha than Lord Ram. So like that. So it said that because you thought, Hanumanji is telling that, my dear Lord, you thought that all people down to the washerman should be satisfied with my conduct. You are respected by all people, not just by Brahma alone. Therefore, I offer respects to you, worshipped by all. Upasita Lokaya. See, Lord Rama's character is such a way that even a small washerman, an unknown, insignificant washerman, said something. Lord Rama followed it. He banished his own dear wife, Mother Sita, just to follow that washerman also. But eventually, everyone realized the greatness of Mother Sita and Lord Ram, and everyone worship Lord Ram. There is no one can find a mistake in Lord Ram. That is the conduct of Lord Ram. So it is like that. You establish the highest excellence of reputation as being kind to Brahmanas, Sadhuvada. So one meaning of Sadhuvada Nikashanaya is that Lord established the highest excellence of reputation as being kind to the Brahmanas. So Lord Rama is so kind, so kind, so kind to the Brahmanas that there was no other example like that. So it is like that. That is one meaning of Sadhuvada Nikashanaya. Because he is true to his promise and being merciful to everyone. So Lord Rama was respectable to all kinds of Brahmanas and he was true to his promise. So like that. So one thing, there are many instances in Ramayana we can see. He was respectable to the Brahmanas. He went with Vishwamitra wherever he took. He was growing up in Raj Mahal, but he went with Vishwamitra and slept on the bare floor. And Vishwamitra told, go and lift the bow. Lord Rama went and lifted the bow. And Vishwamitra told, marry Sita. And he married Sita. And then eventually, his father, he treated his father also like a guru. His father gave a word to Kaikeyi and he followed. He went to forest and followed it. And in the forest, all the Brahmanas approached Lord Ram, said that we are being troubled by Rakshasas. Lord Rama said, I will uproot the Rakshasa dynasty only. What to speak of 1-2 Rakshasas? So true to his promise, he killed all the Rakshasas in Bharatavarsha and even in Lanka also. So it is like that. So we may think that Lord Rama killed all the Rakshasas headed by Ravana to rescue Mother Sita. Yes, of course, that is true. But he also gave a promise to the great rishis living all over Dandakaranya and other places that I will uproot these Rakshasas because they're troubling the Brahmanas for the great sages for no reason. So I'll uproot them. For that reason also, Lord Rama killed all the Rakshasas. In fact, Ramayana, if you read, there was a debate between Mother Sita and Lord Ram. Mother Sita says, why are you carrying the bow always? So because you are carrying the bow, you feel like killing all the Rakshasas. Why are you killing all the Rakshasas? And Mother Sita says one more point also. You have come to forest, you are practicing the vrata of Vanaprastha. So Lord Rama said, no, I have come to Vana, but I have not taken Vanaprastha order yet. I am in Vana in order to follow the words of my father, but I still represent a subject of the king of Ayodhya. The king of Ayodhya is Bharat. He is one of his representative. And if something bad is happening in the kingdom, I do the needful on behalf of King Bharat. So here the sages who are living in Bharatavarsha, they are also Praja of Bharat Maharaj, Bharat, the king of Ayodhya, and on his behalf, I will make sure the safety of the great sages by killing all the Rakshasas. Like that, Lord Rama spoke to Mother Sita also. So in that way, so Lord Rama had respected the Brahmanas to the extent that he is ready to do whatever they needed. So like that. Even later on, it is said that in the Bhagavatam 9th canto, if you read, after Mother Sita left, Lord Rama entered, the episode is over. Then later on, Lord Rama continuously performed Ashwamedha sacrifice. At one point of time, after the sacrifice, he gave the entire land to the Brahmanas. He left anything, he did not leave anything for him. And the Brahmanas said, all the great sages said, no, what we will do? You take back and rule the kingdom. Then Lord Rama said, I will rule it, but it will never be mine. It will be yours. So then, since then, Lord Rama ruled the entire Bhumandala, considering it to be the property of Brahmanas. So that is the greatness of Lord Rama. So that is one meaning of Sadhuvada Nikashanaya. He always would worship the Brahmanas. The other meaning of the Sadhuvada Nikashanaya is people are attracted by those qualities. Why? The people are attracted by those wonderful qualities of Lord Ram. Why? Another meaning is On attaining Lord Rama, all good qualities reach their perfection. Sadhuvada Nikashanaya. So we may say all the good qualities. So Titingsha, Arjavam, Shanti, Ahimsa, etc. etc. All wonderful qualities. When these qualities are exhibited by Lord Rama, the qualities reach their perfection. The qualities attain their perfection. That means the example is given here as just as the best gold is proved to be excellent by the testing stone. So all good qualities are proved to excellent when they placed in Lord Ram. If you want to test gold, you take a touchstone, testing stone, and take the golden ornament and draw a line on the golden ornament. And the goldsmith, by looking at the line, he will understand whether this gold is perfectly 24 karat gold or it has got some contamination just by looking at the line. Similarly, when Lord Rama exhibits a particular quality, that quality can be understood that okay, this is best quality. Or the other way is that Lord Rama exhibits a quality to the best of its capabilities. So we may exhibit some qualities, Karuna, Ahimsa, and all. So we can exhibit only 10% quality or 20% quality, not more than that. But when Lord Rama exhibits a particular quality, will exhibit 100% of that quality, even beyond 100%. So the quality can attain 100% only in Lord Ram. No one else can exhibit a quality like 100% like that. So these are different attributes. That's why Lord Ram is considered to be the touchstone to test the gold. Sadhuvada Nikashanaya. Nikashanaya means the testing stone. So he is the testing stone of all good qualities. If a quality to be considered as a good quality, you have to see Ramayana. Whether Lord Rama exhibited that quality. If Lord Rama did not exhibit that quality is not a good quality. So like that. So these are the attributes of Lord Rama. So starting from the next verse onwards, the prayers will come. The prayers offered by Hanumanji and Sugriva and Arishtasena, etc. All of you are able to follow Hare Krishna?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you. So now, people in general around us, they have a question. How can I accept Lord is Rama to be Lord? Rama is a human being like you and me. Why are you unnecessarily increasing him to be Dev, God and all other things? That question may arise. So Hanumanji is going to eradicate that doubt. Will not some people doubt that Lord Rama is God, since he does not hold the conch and chakra and does not ride on Garuda or does not display extraordinary powers of Lord Vishnu, of being God? So why are you people actually exaggerating that Rama to be Bhagavan, etc. etc.? He is a human king, he is a human being and is a king, a powerful Kshatriya. Why so much? Now Hanumanji will establish how Rama is Lord Rama in the next sloka. यत्तद्विशुद्धानुभवमात्रमेकम्
यत्तद् विशुद्धानुभवमात्र एकम्
स्वतेजसाध्वस्तगुणव्यवस्थम्
स्वतेजसाध्वस्तगुणव्यवस्थम्
प्रत्यक्प्रशान्तं सुधियोपलम्बनम्
प्रत्यक्प्रशान्तं सुधियोपलम्बनम्
हे अनामरूपं निरहं प्रपद्ये
हे अनामरूपं निरहं प्रपद्ये. The Lord, whose pure form, Satchidananda Vigraha, is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, can be perceived by pure consciousness. In the Vedanta, he is described as being one without a second. Because of his spiritual potency, he is untouched by the contamination of material nature. And because he is not subjected to material vision, he is known as transcendental. He has no material activities, nor has he a material form or name. Only in pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness, can one perceive the transcendental form of the Lord. Let us be firmly fixed at the lotus feet of Lord Ramchandra, and let us offer our respectful obeisances unto those transcendental lotus feet.
Yeah, it is like that. I surrender with certainty to the Lord who is one alone. Vishuddha Anubhava Matram Ekam. The Lord is one alone, who is devoid of Maya by the powers of his form. Swatejasa Dvashta Guna Vyavastam, who is invisible, Pratyak. That means people see him as a human being, but he is spiritual, matlab, he is a personality, he is being the Supreme Lord, is not visible to people. So, like that. Who is always peaceful, who is realized by the intelligent. Sudhiya Upalambanam. Ordinary people cannot understand his greatness, his lordship. Only Sudhiya will understand his lordship. And who has no material form and name. Anama Arupa. His Rupa is not material. His Nama is not material. Rama is not a material name. It is a spiritual name. So like that. The name being spiritual indicates his spiritual personality. Then what to speak of his form and activities and all. Like that, Hanumanji is indicating how the Lord is, how Rama is Lord Rama, not ordinary human being. So like that. Let us see, let us understand each word, what it means. Let those who doubt continue to doubt. Hanumanji says, no problem. Those people who think that he is human being, let them think. I don't worry, I don't care. But I realize personally, Lord Rama is the supreme person. But my realization says he is the supreme Lord. How? Because of that, I surrender to Rama, who is in a state devoid of Maya. Lord Rama is not covered by Maya. He is always situated transcendental to Maya. So now, but even a purified Jiva is devoid of Maya. So you are telling now your Rama is devoid of Maya? Hey, liberated soul also devoid of Maya. Then Hanumanji says, his form is devoid of Maya by the power of his, his personality. Swa Tejasa. He is thus invisible. So Lord Rama's personality is devoid of Maya not because of hard work of performing karma, jnana, yoga, and attain liberation. No, no. As his constitutional position itself is devoid of Maya. He being devoid of Maya is his constitutional position. Swa Tejasa by his own transcendental effulgence. He is devoid of Maya. Just like Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter, Sambhavami Atma Maya. Ajopisan Avayatma Bhutanam Ishwaropisan Sambhavami Atma Maya. He appears taking shelter of his own spiritual potency, not taking shelter of material Maya. Atma Maya refers to Chit Shakti. So, like that. So, that's why his spiritual potency cannot be seen by us, normal people. That's why it's called Pratyak. So, प्रत्यक्ष रूप से हम नहीं देख पाते उनको, उनका असलियता हमको समझ में नहीं आएगा. Spiritual nature cannot be understood by us with our mundane vision. So like that. That's why it is said in the Kata Upanishad, Na chakshusha pashyati rupamasya, when cannot see his form by the material eyes. Then who can see him? To whom he want to show himself to. So like that. Yam evaisha vrunute tena labhyas tatsaisha atma vrinute tanum swam. He reveals his form to that person whom he chooses. Anyone and everyone cannot see him. Whomsoever Lord want to reveal about himself to a particular devotee, Lord will show his transcendental nature to that devotee. Not anyone and everyone. So only they can see. Not everyone with the material eyes. He is thus devoid of all disturbances. Thus he is Prashantam. People may say so many things. People may talk so many things. But Lord is completely spiritual. The example is he is completely peaceful. In whole Ramayana, you see nowhere Lord Rama being agitated. Lord Rama is always cool. He is completely prashantam. He is thus devoid of all disturbances. Does that mean that Lord Rama cannot be seen? He can be seen, he can be realized by a person having fine intelligence because he is without material name and form. Anything within the material world which has material name and material form can be seen by our normal intelligence. But if somebody wants to see and understand the Supreme Personality of God and also realize Him, one can only do with one's chitta. Sudhiyopalambanam means Sudhiya means chitta. Dhiya means normal intelligence, buddhi. And Sudhiya means chitta. Only by chitta we can understand the Lord, not by buddhi, not by intelligence. So it is like that. So then Chandogya Upanishad says that entering the three devatas as Jiva, I will reveal name and form. So how can we? But we are in the material world, we are in the material body with material intelligence. How can we understand about the Lord? Only by Lord's mercy. How by Lord's mercy? The three devatas means fire, water, and earth. I surrender to the Lord. Matlab, the Lord, by giving us this body, the material body, which is primarily made up of earth, water, fire, and also other elements, using that body as a means, we can understand and realize the Supreme Lord. By practicing a sadhana, by purifying our own existence, eventually one day we will realize the Supreme Lord. That is also Lord's mercy. So then Hanumanji says, I surrender without any ahamkara. Because of this body, I have a ahamkara. Whenever we have a material body, we have a particular identity. As of now, we have identity that I am a human being, I am a male, I am a female, that identity we have. Hanumanji says that without any such bodily identification, I will always take shelter of the Supreme Lord. Generally, the devotee thinks that surrender is accomplished by the Lord by His mercy, not by me, who have false identity as the doer. When we think that I am a devotee, I am a karma yogi, I am a jnana yogi, I am a ashtanga yogi, that I am, that ahankara is coming forward. And we think that I am so and so, I am working so and so, I am doing so and so. As a result of that, I have attained so and so. But one thing is, our surrender to Supreme Lord is not because of I say that I am surrender to Supreme Lord. No. Our surrender to Supreme Lord can be accomplished only by Lord's mercy. Not we being the doer that I say that I have surrendered to Supreme. No, not like that. It is only by Lord's mercy, Lord will accept us as His servants. Then our servitorship will be perfect. It will be complete. Otherwise, it will not be perfect, it will not be complete. Only by Lord's mercy, we can become Lord's servant. Not by our saying that I am the servant of the Lord. So, like that, Hanumanji is establishing Lord's supremacy with this verse. Lord being the Supreme Lord with this verse. So, like that. Then he will further continue. This is one interesting verse in the entire chapter. We'll pay some time to explain this verse and understand also. मर्त्यावतारस्तु ह्यमर्त्यशिक्षणम्
मर्त्यावतारस्त्विहमर्त्यशिक्षणम्
रक्षो वदैवं वदैवा न केवलं विभो
रक्षो वधायैव न केवलं विभो
कुतोऽन्यथा स्याद् रमता स्व आत्मना
कुतोऽन्यथा स्वाद्रमता स्व आत्मना
सीता कृतानि व्यसनानीश्वरस्य
सीता कृतानि व्यसनानीश्वरस्य. It was ordained that Ravana, chief of the Rakshasas, could not be killed by anyone but a man. And for this reason, Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared in the form of human being. Lord Ramachandra's mission, however, was not only to kill Ravana, but also to teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of many miseries. He is the self sufficient Supreme Personality of Godhead, and nothing is lamentable for him. Therefore, why else could be subjected to tribulations by the kidnapping of Mother Sita?
Yeah, this verse talks about the two principal reasons for which the Lord Rama appeared here. So there's a lot of notes here. We'll try to understand what it is. The appearance of the Lord in this world as a human was not only for the purpose of killing Ravana, but mainly killing Ravana is a byproduct, second activity. But the primary activity is to teach the human beings. In order to teach the human beings, the Lord appeared in this particular form. Yadyad acharati shrestha tatateva itarojana. That's why we say Lord Rama to be Maryada Purushottam. Maryada Purushottam means he had established the conduct to its utmost possibility. He had established the conduct of civilized human being to the utmost possibility. There is nothing more than that. So that is called Maryada. Maryada means the boundary. There is nothing beyond that. So that's why it's called Maryada Purushottam. Otherwise, why would the Lord, the enjoyer, who is satisfied in himself, Atma Rama, suffer in separation from Sita? So let us understand what it is. How does Lord Rama appear in the material world? So now the question. So आप बोल रहे Rama being not being human being, he is a supreme lord. Then why did he come as a human being here? The supreme lord है तो वैकुंठ में रहने का इधर क्यों आया? Yeah, he appeared in this world with a human form, not for some people say to kill Ravana. Ravana को मारने का था इसलिए आया था. Not only to kill Ravana, but to teach us the important shiksha, the important teachings, important lessons. Killing Ravana is one thing that can be done anyway. But the main thing is Lord Rama has come to establish Maryada, establish the civilized human conduct, the purpose of human life. So it's like that. These humans were two types. So what kind of teachings is given to human beings? A human beings also there are two categories, actually three categories. The first category is sinful people. So उनको हटा दो. उनके लिए कुछ शिक्षा सिखाएगा तो भी वो सीखेगा नहीं. So उनके लिए कुछ जरूरत नहीं. So the third category हटाओ. So बचा हुआ two people. The civilized human beings are of two categories. So one category are those who follow dharma, and other category are those who are devotees par excellence. So one category of people are those who are following varnashrama dharma, karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga. Those who are following that, they are one category people. The second category are those who are following bhakti, the devotees. Those who are following varnashrama dharma, those who are following bhakti. For these two category of human beings, civilized human beings, the Lord appeared to teach them. So now, one by one, the Lord appeared in order to teach dharma by showing his nature of following dharma, and to teach prema by showing how he was controlled by prema. For the followers of dharma, he has come to teach how to follow dharma. And for the devotees, for the followers of bhakti, he has come to teach that how Lord becomes controlled by prema. How Lord becomes subservient to the devotees' prema. These two things he has come to teach. Otherwise, why would the Lord, the enjoyer, the Paramatma, the enjoyer within his own Swarupa, experience suffering caused by separation from Mother Sita? Lord by nature, one of his qualities is Atma Rama. How can a Atma Rama can go through so much pain? So by the episode of going through this pain, Lord is teaching two things to two contrary people. For the Dharma followers, how to follow Dharma and why to follow Dharma. And for the devotees, how Lord comes under the control by prema of his devotees. Here, see the Mother Sita as a devotee, and Mother Sita as prema, how it controls Lord Rama. That is being indicated here. So like that. So now let us see what it means. A follower of Dharma would never ignore his chaste wife and would tolerate suffering because of her. That means, here in the case of Lord Rama, at the time of marriage, he takes the responsibility of taking care of his wife. The last class we discussed, Mother Lakshmi was saying that no one but Lord Vishnu can become the husband. No one is qualified to become husband. But because of the practicality of this world, a man on behalf of Lord Vishnu takes the responsibility of a woman as his wife. In all respects, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So, yes, you see here, because he has taken the responsibility of a particular lady as his wife, accepting her as his wife, it is his responsibility to take care of her. So, Lord Rama showed that a follower of dharma would never ignore his chaste wife and live without her. So Lord Rama was taking care of his wife, she who has come along with him to the forest, though she was not supposed to come. She was not required to come, but still she came. But at one point of time, she was stolen away by someone. He does not know where is she. She is making all his efforts to find out for her, and is also crying. Why? He is not able to fulfill his duty. He is not able to fulfill his vow at the time of marriage. That I took a vow to protect her, but I am not able to protect her. She was taken away by somebody else. So he is crying. So he was ready to go through different kinds of suffering because of her. Not because of her, but in order to protect her. So Lord Rama was crying and he made friends with the Vanaras and he sent them in all directions of the Bhumandala and trying to search for her. And eventually constructed a bridge and went all the way across the ocean and fought with the Rakshasas for long, so many days. And finally, he rescued her. So to teach this, he showed suffering in himself. That is to teach Dharma. In order to teach Dharma to the Varnashram followers, he went through all these things. That is one kind of teaching. Then the question comes, how could he lament in separation from Mother Sita? These symptoms, which only have the appearance of suffering, arise from the taste of Vipralamba Rasa, love in separation, in the Sthai Bhava of Prema. This is the first teaching. The second teaching is Lord's suffering is not the suffering of a lusty man over a woman. No. This is out of Vipralamba Bhava, the pain of separation from the Lord from his dearmost devotee. This is Vipralamba Rasa or Sthai Bhava of Prema. The Prema had 5 stages. In that Sthai Bhava, one of the 5 stages. So in that Sthai Bhava, whatever the pain of separation will be experienced by the Lord and his devotee is exhibited by Lord Rama here. This rasa is actually the highest bliss. It would be contradiction if suffering were present in someone who is already Atma Rama, the self-satisfied. So when Lord Rama is already Atma Rama, how can we experience material, how can we see material suffering in him? No, this is no more material suffering. It is on the level of Sthai Bhava, which is the topmost form of love. It is out of Vibralamba Bhava from his dearmost devotee. So it is like that. One should not say, if Lord Rama is self-satisfied, how can he enjoy Sita? So if Lord Rama is self-satisfied, why he need someone else for his enjoyment? He could sit and simply enjoy happiness within himself. Why do he need Sita for his happiness? People question like this. People around us always question like this. The answer is, Sita is not separate from him. Sita is part of himself, since she arises as his Swarupa Shakti. Sita is not a separate living entity. She is himself. How? If Sita is part of his Swarupa, then why should he experience separation? If she is himself only, then why is experiencing separation from him? She should be with him only always. By a particular function of the Chit Shakti, By the great power known as prema, the one supreme tattva remains divided into two parts without beginning in time. So now the same tattva, now the same festivals are going on. Balram Jayanti, Janmashtami, Radhashtami. The next Saturday will be Radhashtami. That day, this particular principle will be discussed by our Bhagavad Kathakar, the speaker of the Bhagavatam class. They will talk about it. What is this? By a particular function of the Chish Shakti, Lord Swarupa Shakti, by the great power known as Prema. What is the nature of this Shakti? That is called Prema Shakti. By that Prema Shakti, the one supreme tattva, the one absolute truth, remains divided in two parts without beginning in time. So when this division took place, we don't know. There is no beginning for that. Eternally, the one supreme absolute truth existing in two tattvas. One part is bliss with 6 powers, and the other part is pure bliss. So try to understand this. The absolute truth eternally exists in two separated parts. One part is known as bliss with 6 powers, and the other part is pure bliss. So what do you mean by bliss with 6 powers? Aishwaryasya samagrasya Veeryasya ashashasriya Jnana vairagyoschaiva sannambaga itingana. The first part is called the Supreme Lord, and the second part is called the devotee. The first part is the Supreme Lord with 6 Aishwarya powers, 6 powers, 6 bhagas. He is called Bhagavan. And the second part is Bhakta, who represents pure bliss. The topmost form of Bhakta is, the topmost form of pure bliss is Srimati Radharani. And her expansion is Mother Sita, her expansion is Mother Lakshmi and all. These Mother Sita represents here as the topmost form of devotee, the topmost form of bliss incarnate, the pure bliss incarnate. Then again, by 4 functions of his prema, the second tattva, the pure bliss, divides into 4 divisions. So the devotee tattva, there is one Bhagavan tattva, one and second one is Bhakta tattva. Bhakta tattva further divided into 4 parts. What are they? Dasya, Sakya, Vasalya and Madhurya. The first tattva, the Lord is established in terms of manifestation of these different types of bhavas of the devotees. It is the same absolute truth which expands into 2 divisions first. The first division is Bhagavan, the second division is Bhakta. And the Bhakta further divided into 4 parts. Dasya, Sakya, Vasalya and Madhurya. Thus, the absolute truth is further divided, the total divided into 5 divisions. One is Bhagavan, second one is Dasya Bhakta, Sakya Bhakta, Vasalya Bhakta and Madhurya Bhakta. These 5 are non-different from absolute truth itself. Why? In order to experience rasa, in order to give rasa and take rasa, the absolute truth expanded himself into 5 divisions. 1 as Bhagavan, the 4 as Dasya, Sakya, Vasalya and Madhurya rasas. So like that. When the jivas of the material world by good fortune begin practicing this type of bhakti, and when their bhakti becomes mature, prema appears on its own. When we start practicing sadhana bhakti, starting with ado shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anartha nivritti, nishta, ruchi, asakti, bhava, and finally one day it will come to the point of prema. On its own, the prema will come on its own. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhyaka Vinay Shravana Shuddhista Karoi Uday. So when we practice Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana, Archana, Vandana, Dasya, Sakya, Atma Nivedana, etc., Prema will come on its own. Prema cannot be purchased. It will be revealed on its own. So like that. Placing the Jiva into those moods as servant, friend, parent or lover, Prema then brings them to the eternal world at the appropriate time with these bhavas such as Dasya and pervades them with these 4 types of love. Basically, when we come to Prema, then as soon as we come to the Prema platform, immediately that Prema will take us back home, back to Godhead. and will immerse a devotee in the close proximity of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so that they can exchange that prema in that particular rasa with the Supreme Lord for the rest of eternity. That is the glory of this bhakti. By prema, they then attain a sthai bhava, and by vibhavas, anubhavas, and sanchari bhavas, which arise by the power of prema alone, prema becomes rasa. So when the devotee comes to the state of prema, he will be taken to spiritual world. He will be submerged in the bliss of the Supreme Lord's presence. In that presence, the prema will expand and grow further and further, starting with Thai Bhava, Vibhava, Anubhava, Sanchari Bhava. And the fifth stage is Vebhichari Bhava. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth stage is Vebhichari Bhava, which is experienced by the gopis. The gopis experience the Vebhichari Bhava, etc. So, but all other devotees can experience Sai Bhava, Vibhava, Anubhava, and Sanchari Bhava, etc. So, what are these bhavas and all? If you want, you can read Nectar of Devotion. After 19th chapter, starting from 20th chapter onwards, in some of the chapters, they explain about the detailed explanation about all these 5 bhavas. So, some of you can read if you want to know about them. Then prema makes the two tattvas, the Lord and devotee, experience their natures as Vishaya and Ashraya. And by meeting and separation occurring by the will of prema, a person experiences happiness and sorrow. The Lord is Vishaya and the devotee is Ashraya. The devotee is Ashraya of prema, is prema giver, and the Lord is Vishaya for devotee, is object of worship for devotees, but the Lord is the receiver of that prema from the devotee. So like that. See, that's what here you see. Generally, we say that the Supreme Lord is Ashra Tattva, is the shelter giver of one and all. But for the Supreme Lord, the devotee is giving prema. So a devotee is Ashraya of prema, and a devotee only can give prema to the Supreme Lord. Thus, the devotee becomes Ashraya Tattva. The Lord becomes Vishaya Tattva. When it comes to the prema, the devotee, the Lord is Vishaya, and the devotee is Ashraya. But during sadhana bhakti, and the Lord is Ashraya, and we are Vishaya. So it is like that. It becomes opposite at the prema level. The devotees experience the most astonishing bliss by tasting the unparalleled, most extraordinary sweetness of prema. So by giving their prema to Supreme Lord, the devotee themselves will experience prema from the Lord. In that prema platform, the Sai Baba platform. Those who are not devotees, however, will say that Lord Rama and Lord Krishna experienced great suffering. Others will say that Rama and Krishna, they experienced pain because they had so much kama for Mother Sita or gopis. So they experienced pain. The pain is because of the material lust, like that ordinary people will say. But the pain of separation experienced by Lord Rama or Lord Krishna are due to Sthai Bhava or Vibhava, Anubhava, Sanchari Bhava or Vichari Bhava. So like that. Others will say that Lord Rama imitated suffering for teaching the jivas. In this way, they are bewildered. Some people will say that because of Kama, Lord Rama and Krishna experienced pain. Others will say that Lord Rama imitated the suffering for teaching the jivas. It is only imitation. He did not experience suffering, but it is only imitating. No, both are wrong. Lord Rama and Lord Krishna actually went to the pain of suffering because of Sthai Bhava and Sanchari Bhava, etc. So this is the proper understanding. But anyway, since our Radhashtami is coming, so this particular slide could be Radhashtami. In connection to Radhashtami, we can think of. So like that, this is like proper complete understanding of Tattva, the Tattva of absolute truth. How the one absolute truth is eternally divided into 2 parts without any beginning of time in the form of Vishaya and Ashraya, or Bhagavan and Bhakta, the absolute truth with 6 opulences, and the bliss with 6 opulences, and pure bliss, that is Vishaya and Ashraya. So like that. So please go through these notes afterwards as a preparation for Radhashtami. Hare Krishna. Any questions
Hare
till now?
Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Can you go to the previous slide? Like here, Prabhuji, it is mentioned that those who are not devotees, however, will say that Lord Rama and Lord Krishna experience great suffering.
Hmm.
So they are wrong. Then others will say that Lord Rama imitated suffering for teaching the jivas. And in this way, they are bewildered. So they are also wrong. So,
Lord Rama did not imitate. Is the action?
yeah.
Is it
So the correct understanding is in
this?
those particular bhavas, they experience the bliss of that bhava. That is the correct understanding, na Prabhuji?
Yeah, that is the correct understanding. That is for devotees. That is the teaching for devotees.
Okay.
That means
And
when when a person becomes a devotee, and the devotee goes away from the Lord, either case, Lord experience that pain. So now we can. I mean, it is like one way from preaching tool is that. So now we are all separate from the Lord, and Lord is experiencing that kind of pain from us. If we were being pure devotees, we were already a pure devotee, and we have left the Lord and we came to the material world, and Lord is experiencing such kind of pain, and Lord is searching for us. Like that also we can take.
Prabhuji, this is even for every jiva, no Prabhuji, because it is not only pure devotees. That is why the Lord is so eager. Like it is always said now that the way we are eager to go back, Lord is even more eager than us, much more than us, for bringing us back. So
Yeah.
he is eager to get all the jivas back to his abode. That means he is facing the vipralamba from every jiva rather. We are covered so
See,
much by
one
Maya
second.
that is the,
From the spiritual world point of view, he is experiencing Vipralamba for every jiva. But within the material world purview, he is experiencing Vipralamba in relation to his devotees. Otherwise,
yeah,
in order for the devotees to understand the mood of Vipralamba Baba, it is said like that.
yeah,
Within the material world context, with respect to devotees, is experiencing this thing.
yeah, right.
Like that.
Prabhuji, there are 2, 3 more queries regarding whatever we discussed till now today. Like one thing we discussed that all the chit shakti that they are eternally separated chit shaktis. Like that it was mentioned when we talked
No,
about
no, no, no. They
Sita.
are not eternal Chit Shaktis. By Chit Shakti, they are eternally separated. The absolute truth is eternally exists in two divisions. By Chit Shakti, they are not two Chit Shaktis. By a particular function of the Chit Shakti, by the great power known as Prema, what is Chit Shakti? Chit Shakti is nothing but Ladini Shakti. Chit Shakti
Yeah,
means Ladini Shakti. The one supreme Tattva remains divided into two parts. Chit Shakti is not divided into two parts. The absolute truth is divided into two parts. How? By Chit Shakti. Like Sambhavami Atmamaya. Why Lord appears himself? By Atmamaya. So like that.
no confusing Prabhuji. It means I really
See,
got confused.
currently we have appeared as human being. In the next
Yeah,
life we appear as a whoever. Maybe good or bad. I Devata, Gandharva, or the goat, cat. How and why?
by karmas.
Ah. But Lord also appearing. He is by karma. Is it by
No,
Maya?
no,
It is
by own
not
will.
by material Maya. It is by spiritual Yoga Maya. It is by Chit Shakti. So like that. See, for any activity to
So
happen, there
yoga
should be
maya.
some agent. See, for any
Yeah.
activity to happen, there should be some agent. The agent is Yoga Maya.
Okay, so the yoga maya itself is termed as chit shakti here, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. Yoga Maya is Chit Shakti, and Yoga Maya herself is expansion of Ladini Shakti.
Okay, so yoga maya is expansion of Ladini Shakti, and that is means here it is mentioned as Chit Shakti, and through her
Yes.
that okay. That is, because this is I used to always consider Radhini Shakti is the supreme and means nowhere connected to yoga maya like that. So, but
No. Srimati Radharani, the person Her energy is Ladini Shakti. Her energy personified form is Ladini Shakti. Ladini Shakti's expansion is Yogamaya. And they are called Chit Shakti. Chit Shakti means Yogamaya.
So Radharani Shakti is Ladini Shakti, because we always say now Radharani is the Ladini Shakti or Ladini potency of the Lord, like that we always say
Yes,
now.
yes. Ladini potency only. But Radharani is a person and she also has a potency. She also is a potency. Her representation as potency is Ladini Shakti. The personal representation is Radharani. It's like that.
Radharani.
Hmm.
So means this eternally whatever has been mentioned, that is like means sometimes Prabhuji we see na, like in how in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that there is a merging of these two Shaktis like Krishna and Radhini Shakti Radharani, right? So that we should consider as a part of a Leela, na Prabhuji? Means for the Leela
That
purpose
is
they
also
merge.
happening eternally. That is also eternally. They are separately existing as Radha and Krishna. Eternally, they are existing combined as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also.
Yeah. So sometimes means it depends on the for a particular lila they will be separated. For a particular lila they will be combined like that.
Not like that. They are eternally existing separately. They are eternally existing together also. It is not for a Leela. That's why it is said, na, here you see the line beginning. In two parts without beginning in time. They are becoming two has no beginning. Again they are combining again as one, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has no beginning also. It is not for a particular Leela. They are eternally there. Like that.
Okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay. Okay, like that means how we it should be understood in that way, Prabhuji, that in Golok means the spiritual abode in Golok also there is Aishwarya Golok and there is Shweta Deep and like that. So where the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's leelas are happening, there they are eternally together, and where in the Vrindavan part of the Golok, there eternally they are separated, na, like that.
Okay. I don't want to get into all those technical details. See now, please tell me.
Okay, Prabhuji,
Is
there are
Krishna?
two
No, wait,
more.
wait, wait. Is Krishna and Rama same or different?
Ram is means it's the expansion from Krishna, no Prabhu.
It's okay, but both are lords, na?
But in a way they are one and
From rasa
the
point of
same.
view, they may be different, but from
Yeah,
tattva point of view, they are same.
same.
Is Rama and Vishnu same?
Yeah,
Is Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu same?
yeah,
So simple. They are the same absolute truth only. Just like Lord Krishna exists in spiritual Goloka Vrindavan, Rama exists in Ayodhya, and Vishnu exists in Vaikuntha, like that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also exists in Mayapur. There is a spiritual abode, Mayapur also we can say. So he's always there.
yeah,
So in that way. Just like the same Krishna becomes Rama and remains as Krishna as well as a Rama, same way the same Radha Krishna becomes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and remains as it is, as he is.
yeah.
So like that. So for more details, you can attend Radhashtami Bhagavatam class. Whoever gives, they will
Yes,
explain this
yes.
entire tattva.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, there is two, three more things. One thing in the beginning of today's class, we discussed that Hanumanji wanted to stay back and he said, as long as your glories are sung, I will like to remain here and hear the glories. Like that, na Prabhuji. That is why he's staying in Kimpusha Varsha. So
That's what Madhvacharya writes in his commentary
yeah.
Ramayana.
So what I didn't understand is like, is it the Prabhuji that the glories of Lord Ram are sung in the material world only? Because always in the spiritual world also there is singing of glories of the whichever, like in Saket Dham, Lord Rama's glories will be sung.
Oh, Renedo,
So
see, Mataji, please don't get into that. See, Hanumanji's see now. So don't worry about whether the glories are sung or not in the spiritual world. That is eternally going on. But
no, what I didn't understand is then Hanumanji could hear the glories of Lord anywhere. Why means he was specifically attached to being in the material world and hear it. That's what I
see,
didn't
you are
understand.
seeing it as a material world. Hanumanji did not see it as a material world. And before that, I also told one thing. He asked, okay, if I had to come, I have to give up this body. Lord Rama said, yes. No, I don't want to give up. Why? Because you embraced me. Because Lord Rama embraced that form of Hanumanji. He want to be in that form. What's wrong in that?
Okay, and so that form,
Don't
he
see him
can.
like a Badajiva want to remain here for enjoyment. He is not here for
No,
enjoyment.
no,
He is
not
here.
like that.
So, matlab, the question in a way connected to that. Why he wants to stay in the material world? The question is that.
No, you said for he wanted to hear the glories of Lord Ramna. That's what I was wondering. The
No,
glories
he
are
wanted to hear the glories of the glories of Lord Ram in that particular form.
okay.
Hmm.
And no, this you explained now that that I understood that because the Lord Ram embraced that body, so he wanted that body
Same thing
became.
in Bhagavad Gita also same thing. Lord Krishna says Atma is eternal. So why are you worrying about Bhishma so much? So Krishna Arjuna says, yes, I know my Lord Atma is eternal. But this Atma won't be like Bhishma again. I have sambandha with Bhishma. I don't have sambandha with Atma. If
Hmm.
Bhishma died, he will die. There will be no more grandfather Bhishma for me. Are you getting?
Right. Yeah.
So that's why
Somewhat.
Arjuna is lamenting there.
Hmm.
Arjuna is not lack of Atmajnan. Arjuna is experiencing pain because if Bhishma is killed in this battlefield, I will not have a grandfather. His attachment to Bhishma is not on the bodily platform. Maybe for preaching we may say it is bodily platform and all. But it is because Arjuna has appeared here and Bhishma also appeared here and they have a relationship as a grandfather and grandson. That is not a material relationship. It is a devotee relationship in the role of grandfather and grandson. Arjuna is lamenting for that. So it is like that.
Okay, quite deep, Prabhuji. Like this, I had never heard before. I heard it first time that means in devotees they had a relation as grandfather and
Ah, why not?
grandson.
Ah,
Like yeah, with it is simple to understand. With Lord also different devotees develop different relationships. So
hmm.
similarly, there
That's what
can
now
be
here in this verse.
yeah.
See, the Lord Himself is expanding into four rasas, but it is material. This Sakya, Dasya, Vasalya, Madhurya, these are all, I mean,
No,
from one point of material
yeah,
only. Vasalya means what? Parents only. Arjuna also has Vasalya rasa for from Bhishma.
right, yeah,
So, I mean, what do you mean by that?
yeah.
Ah,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
so it is like that.
And one more last thing, Prabhuji, like it is generally means from many years we have been hearing that Lord Ram is considered, he came as a human being because
Hmm.
the first reason given is because Ravana could not be killed by anyone else but the human being like that. But Prabhuji, there are so many other incarnations of the Lord also, na, who means they appear as a human being only, like Lord
No, no,
Parshuram.
there are only two avatars. I mean, okay, other avatars. Also, yes, yes, some of them are there. Mainly human avatara they we consider Rama and Krishna. These are the complete human avatars. Of course, we can also take Rishabh Dev, Prutu and all, but they are not. I don't.
Kapil,
I consider
they are
them to
all
be. They
human.
are Shakti Avash avatars. They could be. Parashurama is also Shakti Avash avatar. He is not complete Leela avatar.
Okay,
No, he is
Parshuram
avatar only.
we say
Hmm.
because we consider them in the Dashavatas, no Prabhuji. That is
No, no,
I
forget
was
about Dashavatara. Forget about Dashavatas. Even all the other avatars mentioned in the Bhagavatam first canto. So most of them other human avatars are all Shakti Avash avatars. Even Kalki is also said to be Shakti Avash avatara. Vyasadeva also Shakti Avash avatara. They are not complete
okay.
Vishnu Tattvas.
Oh, even
Hmm.
Lord Parshuram, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Lord Parshuram is also Shakti Avash avatar. Vyasadeva Shakti
And
Avash avatar.
Vaman
Kalki
will
Shakti Avash avatar.
also
Buddha is
be
Shakti Avash avatar.
Vaman
Va-
Dev will also be
Vamana is a
considered.
Devata. Na? He appeared as the son of Aditi. He is a Devata. He is
Okay,
not human.
okay.
He appeared among the Devatas. Vamana, Naranarayana, about whom we are going to discuss, they are all among the Devatas.
So in that way, Prabhuji, if we try to understand, the Devatas will also have the body looking like human being, but that body will have special qualities and special functions and powers, right?
Obviously, all the other species are all part of four lakh species only. Jalaja Navlakshani, Stavara Lakshmishati, Kramaya Rudra Sankhayam Pakshinam Dashalakshana Trimshan Lakshani Pashava and Chatur Lakshani Manava. That Manava includes all the superhuman beings. They are all part of the 4 lakhs only. But their bodily structure is same. Little bit variation here and there, but otherwise almost same.
Oh, okay. So thank you, Prabhuji. Means devatas will be considered under that 4 lakh category only, no? 4 lakhs.
Yes. All the way up to Brahma, they are all part of 4 lakh categories.
Okay.
Because everyone's
Thank
bodily
you.
structure is same. सबका
Yeah.
bodily structure same रहता है. थोड़ा इधर उधर change रहेगा, but otherwise same. Maybe 4 hands, 4 heads, this, that. But otherwise,
That
everyone
is
will
how,
have 2
like,
legs.
means always this question used to come in my mind that 4 lakh human means 4 lakh type कहाँ है, मतलब even बाकी के ब्रह्मांड में भी कहीं भी रहेंगे तो भी it is very difficult to imagine that 4 lakh types of human beings like that. So yeah,
4
this
lakhs
explains.
types of consciousness, basically. Bodily structure is same, but their
Okay.
consciousness elevated or
Yeah.
degraded. Okay,
Thank
we'll
you
move
so
on.
much.
Other devotees have any questions?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, you mentioned that Chit Shakti is the Ladini Shakti.
Hmm.
Isn't Ladini Shakti the Anand Shakti of the super out of the Satchid Anand? I thought Ladini.
Yes. That Ananda is Srimati Radharani. And that's why I said, this example, I don't know whether you are clear or not. See, we always talk about Himalaya. There is Mount Himalaya. There is Himalaya Raja also. There is Yamuna River. There is a Yamuna personality also, who is Kalindi, Lord Krishna's wife. Okay? Like
Yes,
that, there is Srimati Radharani and a Ladini Shakti.
Okay.
Okay?
She's not, she doesn't represent the Anand Shakti of the Lord.
No, that's what Ladini matlab Ananda only. That we have 3 features, Satchit Ananda. Satchit Ananda are also called as Sandhini Shakti, Samvi Shakti and Ladini Shakti. Ananda means Ladini Shakti.
And Chit potency is the knowledge potency, no?
Chit potency is Krishna, Sandhini Sat and Sandhini potency is Balramji, and Ladini potency is Radharani. 3 of them.
Okay.
Hmm.
Chit potency is Radharani. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
See, that's what you see. You see this. What is this? Pure bliss. The first part of absolute truth is bliss with 6 powers. That is Bhagavan. Pure bliss means Bhakta. But in this pure bliss may be different gradations. The topmost Bhakta kaun hai? Srimati Radharani. What is her state? Mahabhava Swarupini. That Ananda, the topmost state of Ananda is Mahabhava Swarupini. Mahabhava. That Mahabhava Swarupini is Srimati Radharani.
Yes, Prabhuji.
See, size understand. Mahabhava Swarupini and Mahabhava. Mahabhava means a state of consciousness or a state of love. And Mahabhava Swarupini means personified form of that Mahabhava. That is Srimati Radharani. So it's like that. That means Prema is there and Prema Swarupini is there. Prema Swarupini is Srimati Radharani. Prema is Ladini Shakti.
Yes, I was just thinking that this is part of the Anand Shakti.
Which one?
This Mahabhav Swarupini Radha.
It is not part of, it is not part. It is.
Anand
Mahabhava Swarupini. Mahabhava is Ananda Shakti. Mahabhava Swarupini is Srimati Radharani.
So then she's also Chit potency also.
Obviously. Even Ananda is the first state. And that Ananda expands herself into as Yogamaya. That Yogamaya is Chit potency.
Okay. So Yogamaya is the Chit potency and Adhini Shakti Radharani is Anand Shakti. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
It's like, I'll just give you final example. The absolute truth himself, in order to experience Ratha, expand to 2 forms. One is Bhagavan, other one is pure bliss, Ladini Shakti or Srimati Radharani. So now currently only 2 people are there. But in order to expand that rasa, Srimati Radharani expanded herself into the different gopis. So till now only two people were there, Krishna and Radharani. Now Radharani expanded to many gopis. Now one person and many gopis. And in order to expand the rasa further, the gopis, the Srimati Radharani further expanded herself into Yogamaya.
Okay.
And through Yogamaya, that Radharani further expanded into four rasas. Mladini, matlab here four rasas are there now. What is this? Madhurya rasa, Vasalya rasa, and Sakya rasa and Dasya rasa. So for rasa to experience, there should be jivas also. See, initially there was only one Ladini Shakti, that was Radharani. Then she expanded into gopis. Still there is Madhurya rasa only. Other rasas are not there. For other rasas to express their emotions, there should be jivas also accordingly. So then there are all the variety of jivas. Jivas such as Yashodamayi, Nanda Maharaj, Upananda, this, that, and all other Sakas, and Dasa Bhaktas, Shanta Bhaktas, and some of them are Abhasa Bhaktas, Abhaktas, like that. Everyone is there in the spiritual world. And some of them who don't want to serve the Lord, they came to material world and they became conditioned souls here. Otherwise, initially everyone on the spiritual world only, everyone was a Bhakta in one of the five rasas.
So all of them are expansions of the Chit potency.
Chit potency.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's like that. That's what we say, na? Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We are all Amsha of that same spiritual potency of the Lord.
Yes, Prabhuji.
It is like that.
Prabhuji, that means from Ladini Shakti only Chit Shakti expands. That is how we should understand. Huh? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Other devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji also mentioned Balramji somewhere in between.
Sandhini
I'm
Shakti.
saying
Sandhini
Sandhini.
Shakti.
So Sandhini is what exactly?
Sandhini is such feature. Sandhini means Jorna.
So Satchitanand, when we say Sat, it is eternity, right?
Okay, fine.
So
What
how
is
do you
eternal? So what is eternal? You are telling about eternity, but what is eternal?
existence? Eternity means what? Ever existing, right?
I am not asking about what do you mean by existence. I am asking what is eternal. There is something called eternal. So what is eternal?
What is eternal? The absolute truth, the expansions, everything is eternal.
Yeah,
I'm not.
but of course everything is eternal. Everything is eternal, but with a relationship.
Okay.
Why Lord expanded into Radharani and eventually all the other living entities? In order to experience some rasa.
Yes.
Rasa can only be exchanged between two personalities when there is only sambandha.
Okay. Yeah.
What is that sambandha? You see here. That sambandha is कहाँ गया? Servants, sambandha of servants, sambandha of friends, sambandha of elders, sambandha of lovers. This sambandha is eternal. That is Sat. That is Sandhini. Sandhini means to keep us in that sambandha for the rest of eternity. अभी हम संबंध से हट गए ना, हमको वापस वही संबंध में लाने का काम है बलराम जी का.
Oh, okay.
संबंध में रखना बलराम जी का काम है. हम जुड़ गए, निकल गए ना, उनको वापस लाना काम है उनका, बलराम जी का और उनका रिप्रेजेंटेटिव गुरु का. Okay.
So that I'm hearing this for the first time, that the Sat feature, which also means the eternal, which is actually these relationships which we have with the Lord. Oh. And
See,
also
if I just for example, if you say that okay, Lord is eternal, Jiva is eternal, रहने दो ना, उसमें क्या होगा? एटर्नल होते क्या फायदा, ना फर्क क्या फायदा। सो
सही
एटर्नल
है।
है, मतलब उसके बारे में क्या बात करने की क्या आवश्यकता है, वो रहने दो ना एटर्नल। नो नो, व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इज नॉट अबाउट देयर बीइंग एटर्नल, their relationship being eternal. We are not interested in whether somebody is eternal or not. We are interested in two people are eternally related in particular rasa, either as dasya or sakya or vasalya or madhurya. If you are eternal and he is eternal, you are in Andheri and he is in Vaikunta, then what is so fun in that? So it is like that. That संबंध is eternal. तो संबंध को eternally बना के रखने का काम है बलराम जी का. So in then so हमको संबंध तक लाने का काम है बलराम जी का. एक बार संबंध में आने के बाद वो संबंध में हमको क्या मिलेगा, आनंद. वो आनंद का आनंद देने का काम है श्रीमती राधा रानी का.
Okay.
सो आनंद नहीं है तो कौन जुड़ना चाहे, जुड़े रहना चाहते हैं. So it's like that we should see all three of them.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yes,
So
thank you, Prabhu. It was very nice understanding you gave. Thank you.
other devotees are able to follow. I'm sorry, this is not a Radhashtam lecture, but so somehow it got connected to it. So, but anyway, all of you, please,
Yes.
all of you are requested to go to temple on Radhashtami day, and the speaker, whoever it is, they will explain everything in detail. This particular aspect.
Yes, thank you very much, Prabhuji. We had never,
Great.
I had never seen it this way, this sambandha and sambandha between the jivas, to bring the jivas back to the Supreme Lord is Balram's duty, Balramji's duty. And then in that sambandha, Radharani's duty is to give pleasure like this. Never saw it
Yeah,
this way.
otherwise, why would two people want to continue in that relationship without there is Ananda? So it's like that.
Thank you.
Correct. So we'll continue. Or what is the time now? It's almost 5 hours only. Okay, we'll quickly have a couple of minutes break, then we'll continue. Okay. Hare Krishna, devotees are there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Yeah. So generally, Jiva is always in an eternal sambandha with the Lord. Somehow or other, we cannot say that we have lost it, but we have forgotten it. That's why we are roaming in an unknown place. So we want to enter back into that eternal sambandha for which we are practicing bhakti. So that is the overall understanding that we can see. For that, we are taking shelter of Balramji's expansion. So he will take us back to that eternal sambandha. Having gone there, and we will exchange that rasa for the rest of eternity under the supervision of Srimati Radharani. So like that. Or Srimati Radharani's further expansions, whether one may be in this Goloka Vrindavan, or one may be in Dwaraka, spiritual Dwaraka under the Rukmini Devi shelter, or one may be in Vaikunta under Mother Lakshmi shelter, or one may be in the Vaikunta in what word Ayodhya, Mother under Mother Sita's shelter. So like that. So wherever her expansion will be there in that way. Like that we can see it. So now quickly we'll move on with the remaining verses. So there are many more verses to do. Navai sa atmavatam suhruttama
न वै स आत्मात्मवतां सुहृत्तमाम्
शक्तस्त्रिलोक्यां भगवान् वासुदेवः
शक्तस्त्रिलोक्यां भगवान् वासुदेवः
न स्त्रीकृतं लकश्मलमश्नुवीता
न स्त्रीकृतं कश्मलम् आश्नुहीत
न लक्ष्मणं चापि विहातुमर्हति
न लक्ष्मणं चापि विहातुम् अर्हति. Since Lord Ramachandra is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudev, he is not attached to anything in this material world. He is the most beloved super soul of all self-realized souls, and he is their very intimate friend. He is full of all opulences. Therefore, he could not possibly have suffered because of separation from his wife, nor he could have given up his wife and Lakshmana, his younger brother. To give up either would have been absolutely impossible.
Another important quality of Lord Rama is being indicated here in this particular text. Rama, who is actually the Paramatma, the super soul, the best friend of the devotees. Atmavatam Suhruttama. Of course, Lord is Suhruttama for everyone, but the best devotees only realize that. Others cannot realize, cannot understand that. That's why Hanumanji is saying that Atmavatam Suhruttama. For those who consider the Lord to be their Atma, for them Lord is Suhruttama, the best well-wisher. And is also Bhagavan. That's what we are discussing from the previous verse. He is full of six opulences as Bhagavan. And his another name is Vasudeva. So Lord is called Vasudeva. One meaning we may say that he is son of Vasudeva. That is also one meaning. The other meaning is that the Lord can be realized only in pure state of consciousness. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. Vishuddha Sattva is called as Vasudeva. Another name of pure consciousness. The pure Chitta, another name of pure Chitta is Vasudeva. Only when our Chitta becomes completely pure, then we will be able to realize Vasudeva. Only in the pure consciousness only Vasudeva will appear. So that is the meaning of Vasudeva. So whenever we come in the Bhagavatam, many other places other than Krishna, wherever name Vasudeva is used, that means the Supreme Lord who makes his appearance in pure state of consciousness. Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva Chetana. That is called Vasudeva. The pure consciousness is called Vasudeva. In that Vasudeva, Lord makes his manifestation, his appearance in that pure consciousness. That's why he is called Vasudeva. Just like Narada Muni in the first canto, we see he sat underneath a banyan tree and meditated. Then Lord appeared in his heart for some time. That time his consciousness is in Vishuddha Sattva state. So there Lord makes his appearance. So like that for anyone it can happen. So in that way. And he is not attached to the three worlds. Navai Sakta Trilokyam. Though Lord comes to this material world, but it does not develop attachment to this material world. But we develop attachment to everything, every small penny that we have. If we have home, we have attachment. We have vehicle, we have attachment. Whatever little bank balance, we have attachment. Even whatever gadgets we have, mobile, laptop, books, all these things, we have attachment. From the practical point of view, we need to have attachment. We cannot be like Avadut. But here, from the spiritual point of view, he is there. He is doing all these duties, everything, but he is not attached to it. So like that. Otherwise, he should not have become bewildered by a woman and should not have given up Lakshmana. So here one example is Lord is not attached to the three worlds. Three worlds means the objects, the places, and the people of the three worlds. If Lord had attachment, why would he abandon Mother Sita? Just for a words of a dobi? And why would Lord abandon Lakshmana also? At the end of the Ramayana Uttarakhanda, you see that story. That story is narrated in these notes. So why would he do that? Lord is not attached. So one may say that how can a Lord's wife, Mother Sita, is one internal part? Just now we are discussing, and Lakshmana is Balramji, Sat Shakti and Ananda Shakti, Bliss Shakti. How can he be subordinate? But now this part, Lord giving them up, should not see from the spiritual point of view. That is for the pure devotees. That is for right. For the people who are following Varna Dharma, for them to teach Dharma, this is the from that point of view, you have to understand this. Lord giving up Mother Sita, Lord giving up Lakshmana, is to teach the principle of Dharma. So, from that point of view, so it is like that. All this was accomplished by the Lord's spiritual qualities, such as being controlled by prema, being true to his word, and being generous to the Brahmanas and nothing else. He is never attached to the three worlds because he is Paramatma. He is self satisfied. He does not need any Rajya or this, that for being happy. He is the best friend of those for whom the Lord is the object of service because he is full of six qualities. Bhagavan means not only six opulences but is full of six qualities also. That's why he is the best friend for those for whom the Lord is the object of service. So Lord does not become happy by looking at what we offer, but Lord will be happy by looking at us, at our service attitude or these wonderful qualities with which we are offering whatever we have to the Lord. In that way. If one does not accept that the Lord is controlled by prema, then he should not have fallen under illusion created by women like an ordinary person. Continuing from the previous verse, if one does not accept that the Lord is controlled by prema, then he should not have fallen under illusion created by women like an ordinary person. Okay, if you say that Lord is not controlled by prema, then you cannot deny his Atmarama nature. Okay, he has no prema for Mother Sita, but he is Atmarama. Then why would we lament like this? Why would he appear to be in illusion? It is not, he is not enacting also. So, so Lord is not enacting, Lord is not controlled by Maya, the material illusion. So then what do you mean by he is being experiencing pain of separation from Mother Sita? That is because of love. Because he is being controlled by the love of Mother Sita. He is crying. So like that. If one does not accept his spiritual qualities, he should not have given up Lakshmana. If one does not accept his spiritual qualities, he should not have given up Lakshmana. This is another story. So we generally hear about Lord Rama banishing Mother Sita only. But at the end of Ramayana, Lord Rama banishes Lakshmana also. That is also there. So it is not on the material grounds only, but Lord Rama as a Maryada Purushottam exhibiting the spiritual qualities. One of such quality is strict to what he says, strict to the words, strict to the vows he takes, strict to the word that he gives to others. So that is also is one of the important thing. So at the end of the Ramayana, it is said that once the advisor Devaduta informed Lord Rama that Lord Rama should kill anyone who came in the room at the time, since they were having a private talk. The time personified, the Kala personified at the end of the Ramayana, being sent by Indra and other devatas, comes to Lord Ram. And he tells that, I want to have a private talk with you. So, but during our private talk, no one should enter into our assembly, our meeting room. Then he told, okay. Lord Rama took that Devaduta inside the room and he told Lakshmana, please guard at the entrance so that no other person will come in. So as they were discussing inside, that the Kala person was telling that, my dear Lord, thank you for, Indra had sent a message that, my dear Lord, thank you for coming and killing Ravana. Now please, if you wish, if you desire, please go back. That was the message. While the Kala personified giving that message as Devaduta, Durvasa came and Durvasa told, I want to see Lord Rama immediately. Lakshmana told, my dear sir, please, there is a special meeting with a special person. So my brother will come out immediately in no time. Just few seconds, please wait. But Durvasa said, no, I want to have darshan immediately. If otherwise, I'll curse you. And I'll curse your Surya Vamsha entirely. Lakshmana knew two things. If I go inside, Lord Rama will kill me, because that was the condition. If I don't go, Durvasa Muni will curse entire Surya Vamsha. So Lakshmana thought it is better I let me be killed by Lord Ram than the entire dynasty gets bad reputation or bad curse from Durvasa Muni. He went inside and told the same message to Rama. And Lord Rama came out and attended to Durvasa Muni. Then everything Durvasa left. The Devaduta left. Now the condition. So I have given a vow to Devaduta that whoever comes and disturbs our meeting, I'll kill him. So Lord Rama is about to kill him. Lakshmana, situated at the door at the guard, then came to inform Lord Rama that Durvasa had come. Lord Rama was ready to kill him. Yes, Lakshmana came in knowingly. Vasishta said, give him up. Lord Rama did so. When Lord Rama, according to the promise, he was about to kill Lakshmana, Vasishta told, don't kill him. You abandon him. Abandoning someone who is very dear is more than killing him. So like that. Therefore, by this pastime, Lord Rama taught prema and dharma. Through Mother Teresa's episode, he taught prema. Through Lakshmana's episode, he taught dharma. The previous verse correctly said that Lord Rama appeared in this world to teach the human beings dharma as well as prema. So this verse gives an example of that. So like that. This is another point of Lord Rama. Hanumanji is telling. See, while executing dharma and prema, even Lord Rama goes to the extent of abandoning Mother Sita and Lakshmana also. For the sake of dharma, Lord Rama abandoned Mother Sita and Lakshmana also. His dearmost people. Both of them were the dearmost personalities for Lord Rama. But for executing dharma, to establish dharma, he abandoned both Mother Sita as well as Lakshmana also. And in order to exhibit his prema for Mother Sita, he cried. And he went to the worst possible thing also. He did everything for that. That is so. Of course, that also has both the teachings. Dharma teaching also, prema teaching also there in that. Searching for Mother Sita and fighting with Ravana and all. So these are the wonderful pastimes of Lord Rama, which Hanumanji is briefly telling, giving the essence of those pastimes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Prabhuji, Kala personified is the Lord also, Lord himself only, no, Prabhuji? Like that Devadut in the form of Kala, he had come to have a meeting with Lord Ram. So, means maybe the personified Kala form of the Lord wanted to meet the Lord that way, no? It should be.
I also read that the Kala personified was Yamaraj. It was Yamaraj who himself came as a messenger of Indra to Lord Rama. That also I heard.
Okay.
So for us, Kala is Yamaraj. And for the entire universe, Kala is. So
Lord.
for the 14th planet system, Kala is Lord Shiva. For the entire universe, Kala is Sadashiva. So like that. It as you increase, as you broaden, the understanding will the personality becomes other superior, like that. For us, Kala
Okay.
is Yamaraj. Yamaraj is only the ultimate
Okay.
death, na? Death personified. He is our Kala.
Okay. And then for whom, Prabhuji, the Kala is Lord himself?
For a Prakriti, is
Kala.
Lord is Kala. In that way, we can say.
Pardon?
For a Prakriti, for the Durga Devi, the
Huh.
Kala is the Lord himself.
Okay. Because Lord in Bhagavad Gita also he says na Kalosmi Loka Pravruddho, that like that he says na.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So in different
So,
it should be taken into the context in which it is been said like that. Na?
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So this is another important verse. This is there in your exam also. Kindly memorize this verse. This is important verse. The Sugriva speaks this verse. Na janmanunam mahato na saubhagam.
न जन्मनो न महतो न सौभगम्
Navan buddhir na kritistosha hetuhu.
न वाङ्म बुद्धिर्न कृतिस्तोष हेतुः
Tered visrishtan apino vanaukasas.
तैर्यद्विसुष्टानपि नो वनौकसा
Chakara shakke bata lakshmanagraja.
चकार सख्ये बत लक्ष्मणाग्रजा. One cannot establish a friendship with the Supreme Lord Ramchandra on the basis of material qualities such as one's birth in an aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, or one's superior race or nation. None of these qualifications is actually a prerequisite for friendship with Lord Ramchandra. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we uncivilized inhabitants of the forest have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, and although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Ramchandra has nevertheless accepted us as friends?
Yeah. The Lord is not pleased by one's birth in a great dynasty, by wealth, by eloquence, and by intelligence or bodily features. You remember Kunti Maharani's prayer? Janma Aishwarya Shutashribir Edamana Madapuman Naivarhati Avidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. The Lord is not impressed by one's birth. Na Janmanunam. Na Mahato Janma. Aishwarya. Na Saubhagam. Janma Aishwarya Shruta. Eloquence or intelligence. Shri. Bodily features. Lord is not pleased by all these things. Hanuman here, Sugriva also is saying same things. Because Rama, the older brother of Lakshmana, accepted as his friends us, the forest dwellers, who are devoid of those assets. We monkeys, we don't have any of these things. Our Janma is not so great. We don't have any wealth, and we don't have any eloquence in our speech. We don't have any good intelligence, and we don't have any good looking bodily features. What Vanaras have all these things. Their wealth is forest only. This verse explains the causeless mercy of Lord Rama, full of all good qualities. Janma Mahata means birth in a great family, or Mahata can mean a cause of satisfaction. Lord Rama, the older brother of Lakshmana, who has all good qualities, is in full, accepted Lakshmana as a servant. Sugriva is telling that Lord Rama accepted Lakshmana as dear brother as a servant, but he accepted me, no one, as his friend. See, what kind of Lord is he? He is accepting his own brother as his servant, and he is accepting me as a forest dweller who neither have a good birth, no wealth, no eloquence in speech, no intelligence, and no good, beautiful bodily features. But he is accepting me as his friends. But Rama accepted us as friends, though we have no good qualities and we are devoid of good birth. This is the greatness of Lord Ram. So, like that. So please don't repeat after me. You just read the translation only. We don't have half an hour only. We'll need to cover few more verses. Suro suro vapi atava naro nara sarvatmanaya sukritagnyamuttamam bhajeta ramam त्वमनुजाकृतिं हरिं य उत्तरानन्यत् कोशलान् दिवम् इति.
Therefore, whether one is a demigod or a demon, a man or a creature other than man, such as a beast or bird, everyone should worship Lord Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appears on this earth just like a human being. There is no need of great austerities or penances to worship the Lord, for me, for he accepts even a small service offered by his devotee. Thus he is satisfied, and as soon as he is satisfied, the devotee is successful. Indeed, Lord Sri Ramachandra brought all the devotees of Ayodhya back home, back to Godhead, Vaikuntha.
So here ultimately he says that, see Lord Rama, this verse is spoken by some other Vanara, not by Hanumanji, not by Sugriva, some other Vanara. They say that, see the greatness of Lord Ram. While going back, he has taken each and every Ayodhyavasi with him. So like that. So which personality can take everyone along with him to the spiritual world? That is Lord Ram. Whether one is a devata, a demon, monkey, or a man, one should worship by all methods the excellent Lord Rama in the form of a human who accepts worship easily and who took all the inhabitants of Ayodhya to Vaikuntha. So this verse says that you don't have to do so many things. Whoever you may be, it does not matter. Just to worship Lord Rama, you are going back to God is guaranteed. There is no other way. Example, Lord Rama, while going back, all the Ayodhyawasis has taken with him. So that's all. Among all the avatars worthy of worship, Lord Rama is the ocean of mercy. The most worthy of worship is Karuna Sagara. In worshipping him, all persons are qualified without distinction. It does not matter whether one is a devata, one is a demon. Demon? So Kubera, not Kubera, what is his name? Vibhishan. Devata, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, all the devatas. Monkeys, all the monkeys here. The man, Ayodhya no distinction. He accepts everyone's worship. Everyone should worship Lord Rama by all methods. Lord Rama took all the inhabitants of Ayodhya in those very bodies to Vaikuntha. If you are ready, he is ready to take you back to Vaikuntha. But monkeys on themselves, they want to stay back. Those stayed back. Otherwise, they would have gone to Vaikuntha. Lord Rama called them, come, let us go. They stayed back because of some other reason. So that is Lord Ram. If you want to go back to spiritual world, just worship Lord Ram. He is always eager to take one back to Godhead. That's all. This is the conclusion of the prayers offered by the Vanaras of Ramayana who are living currently in Kimpurusha Varsha. So it is like that. So next and finally, yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, even means I had heard this Lord Ram took even all the means plants and everything, every living being in the Ayodhya back to the Dham, na?
I don't know. Maybe just I as far as I remember, the Ayodhya Vasis. If Ayodhya Vasis, if you want to include all the plants and all, okay, they also can go back to God. Why not? He is the Supreme Lord. He can take everyone. But
Yeah.
because since we are human beings, we should, if we want to get inspiration, we should talk about the human beings. So
Yeah,
he can take
but
everyone, but we'll discuss at the human level only. Don't have to extrapolate here and there. All the Ayodhya Vasis in the bracket, all the human beings went back to God.
yeah, and while Prabhuji hearing so much glorification of Lord Ram, means it is actual glorification, then still sometimes it comes in the mind that then after hearing so much also means at least I'm talking about myself, we don't get attached so much to that form of the Lord as Lord Ram. still our faith and our love and everything remains at the feet of Lord Krishna only. Like, so how it happens, I don't know.
Simple. My answer is simple. We are hearing, but you are not understood. We are not experienced. We are only theoretically hearing. We are not theoretically experienced. When we theoretically experience, we become stick to it. Not theoretical. We are not actually experienced. So we are theoretically hearing now. Uh, from my point, we say that for me, I would say that the material enjoyment is more appealing than the spiritual enjoyment. So I may be attracted to material enjoyment only. In spite of hearing all these things, still my attachment to
No,
material enjoyment is not gone.
what I'm saying, Prabhuji, is like, even though we are hearing so much glories of Lord Ram, our love remains at the feet of Lord Krishna, and not, it doesn't get attached to Lord Ram even after
No, why are you
hearing.
seeing them different? Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, both are same only, na? Why again the same question? See, this is the problem. It's okay. It is not that okay. I'm hearing about Lord Ram, so I should become Rama's devotee. Not like that. Why you want to see the difference between Lord Ram and Krishna? Both are same person only, na?
Yeah, that is
It's
also
okay. You hear about Lord Ram and worship Krishna. What is the problem? No problem.
okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
Ah,
Thank you.
it's okay. Why it's not like that? See, when you are hearing glories of Lord Ram, why are you seeing them different? See them same person only. Lord Krishna, Lord Ram exhibit all these wonderful qualities. So it is like that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Don't try to imitate Hanumanji.
Of course not, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So it's like that.
And no one can imitate whatever love for any form of the Lord, that will come from within it. Nobody can
See,
artificially
when
create.
you ask that question, see, you at your level, you are thinking about why I'm not attached to Lord Ram. I'm only attached to Krishna. I am thinking at my level why I'm attached to sense gratification, not to Supreme Lord. So that is my level. So it's
No,
like
not
that.
like that, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So yeah, no problem. We don't have to see them different. Whether we are hearing about Lord Ram, whether we are hearing about Lord Krishna, whether we are hearing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Lord Vamana. Next week we have Vaman Dwadashi also after Radhashtami. So whichever avatara, we should all, everything is culminating in Krishna. So we made a decision to become Krishna Bhakta. So whichever expansion of him we are hearing, everything we should see him in all these forms. We should see him only. So like that we should hear.
We should learn from the residents of Jambudvipa. Like in each Varsha, they say, worship the different form of the Lord. Not like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they have already decided that they want to be devotee of that particular form. Here, Hanumanji decided to be the devotee of Rama. So, even if Hanumanji hears about Krishna, he will only see Rama in Krishna. He does not see Krishna.
Yes.
Same way, because you have made a decision that I want to become Krishna's devotee, even we hear Lord Rama's glories, we should see Krishna in that. Even if we hear Varaha, Kurma, Matsya, Parashurama, we should see Krishna in him. So, in that way, our attachment to Krishna will increase.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
I don't know. This is my understanding or my speculation, whatever it is. This is how I see. Okay, fine. Now we have few minutes more. We need to cover this Bharatavarsha prayers. In Bharatavarsha, the Lord in the form of Naranarayana, whose glories are inconceivable, to favor the Jnanis, mercifully performs austerities till the end of the Yuga. Akalpantam. Actually, this Yuga is written here. It is not Yuga. Till the end of the day of Brahma. Akalpantam. If you remember in the fourth canto, first chapter, we saw Narada Rishi appeared from Murti, who is the 13th wife of Dharma. Daksha had 16 daughters, out of which 13 were given in marriage to Dharma. Dharma personified. The 13th daughter was Murti, and Murti gave birth to Narada Rishi. The twins were born. So since then, since the beginning of the day of Brahma, they are performing austerities in Bharatavara in Greater Himalayas at a place known as Badrikashram. So they are performing tapasya. For what purpose? They mercifully performs austerities. Anukampaya tapo charanti. Till the end of the Brahma's day. Akalpantam. Till the end. This is not yuga. Till the end of the day of Brahma. Which included realization of Atma. Atma Upalamanam. The abundant dharma, knowledge. So their tapasya includes Atma Sakshatkar and execution of dharma and attainment of jnana. Upachita, dharma and jnana. And also vairagya and aishwarya. Renunciation and powers. Sense control, freedom from false ego. Upashama and uparama. So apne acharati Prabhu sabashikayala. By executing himself, he teaches everyone. So he is executing tapasya for what purposes? In order to execute, in order to attain Atma Sakshatkar, in order to execute our dharma, in order to attain knowledge, in order to execute the vairagya and aishwarya and sense control and freedom from false ego. All these are all different attributes of his execution of tapasya. So like that. Lord Naranarayana performs penance by which one realizes one's Atma and in which there is sense control and absence of ahankara. He showed mercy to the jnanis. He showed mercy by giving teachings about austerity, artapasya. Therefore, performing austerities was necessary. Performing austerities was his mercy also. He is not only teaching bhakti to bhaktas, he is also teaching jnana to the jnanis, how to execute jnana. So he is the guru of everyone. So in that way. So then he is doing it. Then so what? So in the Bharata Varsha, on the northern boundary, in the greater Himalayas, Narada and Rishis are performing tapasya from the beginning of the day of Brahma. They will continue to do the same thing till the end of the day of Brahma. So what? So Narada Muni is their devotee. Narada Muni is their disciple. Narayana Rishi's disciple is Narada Muni. Narada Muni's spiritual master and the deity, the worshipable deity is Narayana Rishi. So the great sage Narada, while teaching Savarni Manu, the eighth Manu, the future, whoever is going to become the eighth Manu is already born and is a disciple of Narada Muni. And Narada Muni took Savarni Manu to the Badrika ashram and there is teaching him, and while teaching him he is worshipping Lord Narayana Rishi. So the great sage Narada, while teaching Savarni Manu the descriptions of realization of God by Sankhya and Yoga. What he is teaching? He is teaching him Bhakti Yoga, Sankhya Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga. Sankhya refers to Jnana Yoga, Yoga refers to Ashtanga Yoga, as spoken by the Lord. Bhagavat Proktabhyam. What was spoken by the Lord to Narada Muni? Narada Bhakti Sutra. That is Bhakti Yoga. So basically, Narada Muni is teaching Savarni Manu three things: Bhakti Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga. And also he worships Narayana with great bhakti, greatest bhakti. Parama Bhakti, Bhavena Upasarati. With the Parama Bhakti, he is worshipping Lord Narayana Rishis, along with the inhabitants of Bharata Varsha, who are followers of Varnashrama. He chants the following mantras. So Narada Muni is the teacher of the residents of Bharata Varsha. He is the main teacher of the residents of Bharata Varsha. And currently he is teaching Savarni Manu. What he is teaching? He is teaching about Sankhya Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, while he himself executing Parama Bhakti Yoga. Like that. The description of the realization of the Lord is found in Pancharatra scriptures. And Pancharatra scriptures are directly spoken by Lord Vishnu to Narada Muni, and then Narada Muni composed Narada Pancharatra. He taught Pancharatra along with Sankhya and Yoga. So Narada Muni teaching Pancharatra, Sankhya and Ashtanga Yoga to Savarni Manu. Who is this Savarni? The sun god, through his wife Chaya, had a son named Savarni and a daughter named Tapati. And Chaya also had a third child known as Shaneshwara, Shani. So sun god has total 3 wives. Through one wife known as Chaya, he had 3 children: Savarni, Tapati, and Shani. Through another wife known as Samya, he had 3 children: Yama, that is Yamaraja; Yami, that is Yamuna river; and Shraddha Deva, the 7th Manu. We say Vaivashvata Manu. That Vaivashvata Manu is the son of sun god and Samya. So he is the seventh Manu. The sun god had another son through Chaya, that is Savarni. He will become the eighth Manu. He is already born. So currently he is taking Gurukula Shiksha from Narada Muni, and he will become Manu in the next Manvantara period. And third wife was, her name was Vadva. Through her, sun god had two children, the twin Ashwini Kumaras. So that is the family of sun god. So like that. So now, what Narada Muni is teaching to Savarni Manu is these prayers. Whatever is mentioned in these prayers is what Narada Muni taught to Savarni Muni. This is the Bija mantra for Narana Rishi. If at all we go to Bhadrashram, we can recite this mantra in front of Lord Badrinath. Om Namo Bhagavate Upashama Shilayopa Ratan Ratanatmyaya Namo Akinchana Vittaya Rishi Rishabhaya Naranarayanaya Paramahamsa Paramaguruve Atma Ramayadipataye Namo Namayiti. This is the Bija mantra for Naranarayana Rishis or Lord Badrinath. So in that way you can take. I offer respects to the Lord who has controlled senses, who has no attachment to who has no attachment to persons, not interested in Atma. Anatmaya Uparata, who is the treasure for persons possessing nothing, but he is the wealth of Akinchana Vittaya, who is the best of sages, Rishi Rishabhaya, Naranarayanaya, the supreme guru of the Paramahamsas, Paramahamsa Paramaguruve, and the leader of the Atmaramas. He is the leader of Atmaramas. The person who thinks that the knowledge, knowing about Atma is not necessary is called Anatma. Anyone among us who thinks that knowledge of Atma is not useful, they are called Anatma. And Anatma is the condition of being like that. The Lord is indifferent to such Anatmas. So any person who is not interested in understanding about Atma, Lord has no interest in that person. That is one of the important quality of Lord Narayana Rishi. So that was the Bija mantra. And then starting from text number 12 onwards, the prayers offered by Narada Muni. Gayati Chedam. So Narada Muni is singing. Kartasya sarga dishyo na badyate nahanyate deha gatopi dahikai trashturna drugyasya gunairvidhushyate tasmai namo sakta vivikta sakshine. Please read the translation.
Narada, the most powerful. Mataji, read.
No, Mataji, continue.
Narada, the most powerful saintly sage who worships Naranarayana by chanting the following mantras. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. Yet, he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish he appears to have accepted a material body like us, he is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is the witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the Personality of Godhead.
So here, Narada Muni, the Guru and the leader of the residents of Bharatavarsha, offering prayers unto his Ishtadev, Lord Narayana Rishis. And while he is offering prayers, next to him was seated Savarni, who is learning from Narada Muni about Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga. And his prayers are also highly philosophical. Narada sings, I offer respects to the witness who is unattached and separate from the body, who is not attached to the creation of this universe, who is not overcome by bodily needs, though appearing in a body, and whose sight is not polluted by Maya, though he sees everything. So here the Lord is seen in two features. One is Lord is seen as a person like you and me, and the Lord is seen as Mahavishnu, who created the entire universe. Though the Lord created the entire universe, but he has no attachment to the universe. Though the Lord is looking at Maya in order to create the universe, but he is not interested in Maya. Though Lord is seeing everything, but he is indifferent to everything. Mahavishnu is only looking at everything, but he is indifferent to everything that is happening within the material universes. So like that. So in spite of being the creator of the universe, he is indifferent to it. Same way, Lord as a person, in spite of being situated within the body, we cannot say like that, but from our point of view, we can say like that. In spite of being situated in that body being his own, he is not interested in that body. He is not overpowered by the bodily needs because he remains witness to the body. Just like Mahavishnu is indifferent to the activities in the universe, Narada and Rishi being situated in his own body is indifferent to all the bodily needs. So why Narada is saying like that? Being indifferent to the bodily needs, he is performing tapasya from the beginning of the day of Brahma, and he will continue to do the same thing till the end of the day of Brahma. Who else can do this? Is there any other person who is simply doing tapasya only from the beginning to the end of the day of Brahma? और कुछ नहीं कर रहे, only tapasya कर रहे. Is there anyone else? So like that we should see. This verse explains that the Lord is the crest jewel of Atma Ramas. Atma Rama means those who sit in meditation, come to Samadhi state and experience bliss. That is Atma Rama's activity. And among such Atma Ramas is the crest jewel. How long is performing tapasya? For the entire duration of day of Brahma. Since he is not attached to the creation, he is called Asakta. Mahavishnu only created the entire universe, but he has no interest in that. He is Asakta. Since he is not overcome by the hunger and thirst, Dahikai, he is called Vivikta. Vivikta.
Prabhuji, we are not able to hear you. Are others able to hear?
No, Mataji, even I can't hear.
No, we cannot hear. I think Prabhuji is only offline or what? Yeah, but the slide is showing on the screen.
There in the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Hare Krishna, now you are able to see the slides?
Yeah, we are able to see. We were not able to hear you, Prabhuji, last 2-3 minutes.
Actually, क्या बोलते हैं? I forgot to switch on the switch. Battery die हो गया. अभी just it is disconnected. Switched off
Okay.
for a certain minute. So we'll continue anyway. 1 second. Recording is going on. Fine. Okay. So point that.
I cannot see
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. So we were discussing that as Mahavishnu, he had created the universe and is looking at the universe, but he is not attached to it. He is indifferent to it. As Narada and Rishi, he is performing tapasya from the beginning of the day of Brahma till the end of the day of Brahma. He is not overcome by the needs of the body. So like that, two things. That's why the three attributes are given to him. Asakta, Vivikta and Sakshine. You are able to see the slides?
No,
No,
no.
Prabhuji.
No,
slides?
Prabhuji.
Now you are able to see the slides?
No, no.
No, Prabhuji, we are just seeing the participants.
No, I started the slides. You are able to see me?
No, no, Prabhuji.
Not me also.
No.
Then how are you able to hear me?
But your voice is very clear.
Ah, that is fine. But why you are not able to see the slides and
Maybe again share option if it was completely gone. Now we
no,
can see you.
I just thought now only. Now slides.
No
No.
slides.
But we can see you,
And
Hana.
We saw
just
it.
in between we could see and now it's gone again.
Okay, now
Yes, Prabhuji,
maybe
it's coming.
coming, no? Yeah, thank you. Fine, no issue. Some technology issue. Fine. See, since he is not attached to the creation, is called asakta. Since he is not overcome by the hunger and thirst, the bodily needs, he is called vivikta. Though he is situated in the body and he is not attending to the needs of the body, for us, ब्रेकफास्ट चाहिए, लंच चाहिए, डिनर चाहिए, रात को 7-8 घंटा सोना चाहिए, और रिक्रिएशन के लिए इधर उधर ट्रैवलिंग करना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए. वी हैव सो मेनी डिमांड्स फॉर बॉडी, बट ही सिंपली डूइंग तपस्या, कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. और दो ही द विटनेस, his sight is not contaminated by seeing Maya. Mahavishnu is constantly looking at Maya Devi, and Maya Devi is performing all the activities: creation, maintenance, and destruction. सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय साधन शक्ति रेखा चाये वयस्य बिभर्ति भवनानि दुर्गा. She is doing everything, but his दृष्टि is not affected by her. हम कुछ देखेगा तो तुरंत हम डिस्टर्ब हो जाएंगे, इधर उधर भटक जाएंगे. रास्ते में जाते जाते मंदिर से बाहर निकले, उधर गोविंदास कुछ अट्रैक्टिव मेनू देखा, गोविंदास के अंदर गए. बाद में गिफ्ट शॉप कुछ अट्रैक्टिव दिखा, गिफ्ट शॉप में गया, खरीद किया. बट Lord's glance that does not get distracted by the glittering things in front of his vision, something like that. Thus, he is an attached witness, asakta sakshi, and is a pure witness, vivikta sakshi, and an uncontaminated witness, sakshi. So he remains as a sakshi. Indirectly telling that though we are living in this material world, we should not be disturbed by the things of this material world. We should become like him. So like that. That is one way. Narada Muni is telling us indirectly. We should see like that. So next verse. Idam hi yogeshwara yoga naipunam hiranyagarbho bhagavan jagadaha jagadayat yadanta kale tvayi nirgune mano bhaktya dadito jita dushkalevara. Please read.
My Lord, master of all mystic yoga, this is the explanation of the yogic process spoken of by Lord Brahma, Hiranyagarbha, who is self realized. At the time of death, all yogis give up the material body with full detachment simply by placing their minds at your lotus feet. That is the perfection of yoga.
Yeah, here he says that, "O my Lord, master of all mystic yoga, Lord Brahma has explained that expertise in yoga means that at the time of death, the mind, giving a bodily identification, becomes fixed with devotion in you who are beyond the gunas." This verse explains the secret of yoga practitioners. The fickle mind should be fixed on you after we come to samadhi. So basically, whether we may be practicing Nishkama Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, ultimately we should come to the point of complete attachment to Supreme Lord, complete absorption in Supreme Lord. That is ultimate perfection. That is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also. Brahmabhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samas sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labhate param. Ultimately, when it comes to the perfection of Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga, one should come to the point of na sochati na kankshati. No material things, no lamentation of giving up all one has. What one we should have? One should remain with bhakti only, nothing else. With that bhakti, bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanya chasmi tatutah tato mam tatoto jnata vichitadantaram. So with that execution of that bhakti alone, kevala bhakti, one understand the Lord of his finest extent. Yavanya tatvatah. By tatvatah we understand the Lord, then eventually we attain him also. Vichitadantaram. We enter into his abode. So like that. So basically perfection of any yoga that we practice is complete absorption in Lord. That is called Kevala Bhakti. So in that Kevala Bhakti we realize the Lord and we attain the Lord. So it is like that. Then the last but one prayer by Narada Muni. Etaihi kamushmika Suteshu dareshu daneshu chintayan Sanketa vidwan kukalevaratyadat yastasya yatnashrama eva kevalam. Please read the translation.
Materialists are generally very attached to their present bodily comforts and to the bodily comforts they expect in the future. Therefore, they are always absorbed in thoughts of their wives, children, wealth, and are afraid of giving up their bodies, which are full of stool and urine. If a person engaged in Krishna consciousness, however, is also afraid of giving up his body, what is the use of his having labored to study the Shastras? It was simply a waste of time.
Yeah. The learned man, Vidwan, who worries in this way, has wasted his energy in this life. In which way? A devotee should not be worried in which way? He is like a man attached to enjoyment in this world and the next world, who worries about his wealth, wife, and children, and fears the loss of his miserable body. If we are only considered about, we are only thinking about these things, then our practice of bhakti is of no use. So, like that, Narada Muni is telling. Otherwise, yoga practice is useless. Worries about his wealth, wife, and children. A person becomes afraid of the loss of material body. He thinks, when I die, how will my sons survive? Even if one is learned, if he worries like this, he has wasted his endeavors in life. So this verse is actually connected to the previous verse. The previous verse says that, O my Lord, Master of all mystic yoga, Lord Brahma has explained that expertise in yoga. Here yoga means not only Ashtanga yoga, expertise in Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Ashtanga yoga and Bhakti yoga. What is that expertise? Means that at the time of death, the mind giving a bodily identification becomes fixed with devotion in you who are beyond the gunas. Ante Narayana Smriti. Ultimately, by the end of our life, either by practicing karma, Nishkama Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, or Bhakti Yoga, we should come to this point. At the end of our life, when we are about to leave our body, we should have Narayana Smriti. Instead of that, instead of having Narayana Smriti, if we have the Smriti of Suta, Dhara, Dhana, and what else? Our home and other things, bank balance and all, then our practice of sadhana is of no use. That becomes Shravayemai Kevalam. Yes, Tasya Yatna Shravayemai Kevalam. The yatna, the endeavor of that practitioner is simply a wasted labor. So it is like that. The previous verse and current verse are connected together. We should see it like that. Whatever sadhana we may be practicing, but ultimately at the end of life, at the time of death, we should have Narayana Smriti. Otherwise, if we have Sutta Smriti, Dara Smriti, Dana Smriti, Gruha Smriti, or bank balance Smriti, all our devotional practice is simply waste of time. Shramayevai Kevalam. So that is what Narada Muni is saying in this verse. And the last verse, among the prayers and the last verse for today's discussion. Tanna prabhotvam kukalevaraarpitam त्वन्माययाहं ममतामदोक्षजा भिन्द्यामयेन सुवयं सुदुर्भिदां विदेहि योगं त्वयि न स्वभावम्. Please read the translation.
Therefore, O Lord, O Transcendence, kindly help us by giving us the power to execute Bhakti Yoga, so that we can control our restless minds and fix them upon you. We are all infected by your illusory energy. Therefore, we are very attached to the body, which is full of stool and urine, and to anything related with the body. Except for devotional service, there is no way to give up this attachment. Therefore, kindly bestow upon us this benediction.
So what you are doing and what we are supposed to do, we can't do on our own. I simply pray for your mercy. So may you enable us to do it, whatever we are supposed to do. So with that intention, Narada Muni is offering this final prayer. O Lord, may we give up the conception of me and mine, aham mameti, created by your Maya, Tvat Maya, concerning this material body. We consider material body to be me, aham, and we consider all our family members to be mama, which is so difficult to give up. Please give us concentration on you, because Ante Narayana Smriti, that we cannot attain on our own. You please give, you yourself only give that, which is Rati for you, O Transcendental Lord, O Adakshaja. We should make our minds give up other things and make our minds absorbed in you throughout our life, especially at the time of our death. Ante Narayana Smriti. So this is called yoga. What is yoga? Yoga means our individual rati or bhava for you. Here Narada Muni is telling yoga means we are practicing yoga for the purpose of attaining yoga. What is that yoga? That yoga which we want to attain is rati for you or bhava for you. Or it should be natural, just as attraction for material aspects is natural for others. So Narada Muni is telling that we don't know what to do, we don't know how to do, and we are trying to do some simple things like a imitator's play, like a actor's play. But my dear Lord, please you take the responsibility of giving us natural rati, natural bhava for you by the end of our practice, by the end of our life. Because we don't know how to get it on our own. We don't have that capacity caliber also. I am simply praying to you that, my dear Transcendental Lord, you please give us that just to have natural attachment to you, just like the conditioned soul has natural attachment for material objects of this world. Similarly, may you give us the natural rati towards your lotus feet. So this is the final prayer of Narada Muni. So like this, the different devotees at different places are offering wonderful prayers to their respective worship deities, so that we are inspired to practice bhakti. We are inspired to take up that bhakti seriously. That is the whole intention with which Sukadeva Goswami is in all these chapters. Hare Krishna. Hope I did not confuse you. I try to give some clarity on these verses. Any questions finally before closing for today?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, there are 2-3 doubts from the last class. Can I ask?
First, from this class, any other devotee has any questions?
No, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Last class से कौन सा प्रश्न?
Prabhuji, in the 18th chapter, 4th verse, it is mentioned that a liberated soul is a person who has sufficient knowledge of this material world and is therefore unattached to the bodily conceptions of life. But because of association with the modes of material nature for a long time, even liberated souls sometimes become captivated by the illusory energy due to inattentiveness in the transcendental position. So, I didn't understand this because the liberated soul means they already attained the spiritual planets.
Jnani. See, in the previous verse, third verse, he was talking about the karmis. The fourth verse he was talking about the Jnanis. Karmis means the people who are attached to this material world. So they are only interested in enjoyment. Even though the father is dying, son is dying, they want to enjoy, continue to enjoy. That is how karma is bewildered. The Jnani, he continues to say that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, this world is Mithya, 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 Mithya. वो मिथ्या तो रहने दो, बट भगवान के बारे में बात नहीं करते वो, इसलिए he is also bewildered.
Okay. Means
Hmm.
I thought he's not a person at the Brahmabhuta state. He's
No,
just
no. This verse is not talking about the Brahmavadis. It is talking about the
okay.
Mayavadis.
Okay, so it is the practitioners of the Jnana path that for them it is mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And one more thing, Prabhuji, like from 18th chapter only 22nd verse, no, it is mentioned that even a supreme conquerable lord, when they unconquerable lord, when they become absorbed in thoughts of material enjoyment, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, as well as other demigods and demons, undergo severe penances and austerities to receive my benediction. Like Lakshmi ji is saying that.
Yes.
So, is there any pastime when the Lord Brahma had performed austerities to get Lakshmi or Dhana like that?
No. I don't think so. Any pastime was there like that. But basically, she is telling that even, see, basically, worshipping Mother Lakshmi means any endeavor. Na? See, don't see that they are worshipping Mother Lakshmi directly. See in this way. Brahmaji want to do his creation, his seva. Lord Shiva also want to do his seva. So in order to complete their seva properly, they are taking shelter of the Supreme Lord and his energies. Here see Mother Lakshmi as the energy of the Supreme Lord.
Okay.
May the Lord potency help me to accomplish my seva, so that
Okay.
I will attain distinction with the flying colors, that I have done my seva perfectly. Something like that.
Yeah, like how the devotees like Prabhupada and so many exalted devotees, they also required Lakshmi ji for prachar and for Lord's service only, like that actually.
No. See, don't take Lakshmi to be my money. Here Lakshmi means Lakshmi's Krupa in the form of completion of a particular seva, particular task properly, in time, expertly.
Okay.
Doing your activity, coming out with flying colors.
Okay.
Lakshmi is not
Yes,
only Mother Money Lakshmi.
right,
Lakshmi
I understand.
also executing an activity timely, properly, successfully.
Yes.
It's like that.
It's very problem prone. Like whenever we think of Lakshmi, we only think of whatever Dhanam she will give for
Because
whatever
Lakshmi
purpose.
is attractive, na? Money is
Yeah,
unattractive
right.
in that way.
Yeah.
So it is not that.
Yeah. And one more small thing, Prabhuji, like in that 29th verse translation, it is mentioned that in Hiranyamaya Varsha, the Supreme Lord Vishnu lives in the form of tortoise. And this most dear and beautiful form is also always worshipped there in devotional service by Aryama, the chief resident of Hiranyamaya Varsha. So this chief resident is same as the king of that Varsha or something.
Not necessarily seen as a king, because in all these places there is no requirement of a king. I don't think so. There is a requirement of ruling and all.
Okay. So he is just the personality whom the others look forward and they try to follow him like that.
They look up to. They look up to.
Okay.
He is their leader, but not a king in that sense.
Okay. And Praviji, the first verse of 18th chapter, it is mentioned that Bhadrashrava, the Shukadeva Goswami said the Bhadrashrava, the son of Dharmaraja, rules the tract of land known as Bhadrashva Varsha. So this son of Dharmaraja means same as Yudhishthira or something, or another son of Dharmaraja.
Now this Dharmaraja, there is always, see, Dharmaraja, there are two personalities. One is Dharma personified with the in charge of Dharma. Other one is Yamaraj, with the in charge of Yamalok. Sometimes there is only one person at two places, and many times both of them are different. Dharmaraja stays in the heaven next to Amravati, and Yamaraja stays in the Yamaloka below Patalaloka.
Okay, so this Bhadrashrava is the son of Yamaraj, mean?
No, I don't think so. Here it is Dharma Sutta. He is the son of Dharmaraja, not Yamaraj.
Okay.
If both of them are the same person, then he is the son of both. If both of them are different, then he is the son of Dharmaraj. Whether both are same or different, I'm not sure. Sometimes they are same, sometimes they are different also. This is what I have understood from Mahabharata.
Okay. So you mean sometimes Yamaraj is termed as Dharmaraj, and sometimes the Dharmaraj and
No,
he
not
stays
like that,
in
not like that, not like that. Sometimes only one person performing both the sevas. He is there in Sargaloka as Dharmaraja, in charge of Dharma. He is there in Yamaloka as in charge of punishing the sinful people. Sometimes two different people are staying in these two different places and they are doing their respective services.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
It is like that. And
Thank you so
Bhadrashrava is the
much.
son of Dharmaraja, not son of Yamaraj.
Okay, means the one who stays in upper
Next to Amravati.
next to Amravati. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for it. Hare Krishna.
Hare. Hare Krishna. Other devotees have any questions? Otherwise, we'll close here. I have to go. Sir is taking class there.
No,
No,
Prabhuji, thank you.
Okay. So before closing for today,